Subscribe the channel. On January 25, 2025, in Lady Lake, Florida, an officer conducted a routine traffic stop for a possible fake license plate but had no idea the driver was on the FBI's 10 most wanted list.
I didn't know what supposed to go over back there or not.
You're good.
Okay.
Alright, hands up.
This unsuspecting man happens to be one of the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives, Donald Eugene Fields. On December 7, 2023, he was federally indicted in St. Louis on one count of child trafficking. The indictment accuses Fields of knowingly attempting to recruit, entice, provide, patronize, and solicit a minor into engaging in a commercial sex act for over 4 years. Fields is also facing numerous charges in Franklin County Circuit Court in Missouri. Court records show that a warrant for his arrest was issued after he vacated his home and failed to appear for a hearing on March 3, 2012. After fleeing, he vanished without a trace. There's much more to this story that the general public isn't aware of, but first, body cam footage shows how Fields handles this traffic stop.
Driver's license, registration, insurance.
Okay.
Thank you. You got any weapons in the vehicle?
I don't think so.
Okay. So whose truck is this?
Joe, I'm an employee.
Okay. So this tag does not come back to this vehicle. This tag's not assigned to any vehicle.
Well, I don't know that. If you look, I'm a construction guy.
But as the driver of the vehicle, you're responsible for it. You have to make sure that it's legal.
I don't know all
Which is why
that.
I'm going to ask you for your insurance, your registration
She
as
did it all.
well.
She did
And
it.
she's okay. Great.
I work right, not trying to turn fast toward you. Right here at Lady Lakes, we're putting the pot bellies on. You give me 1 second, please. I don't know where the information on truck is. I don't know that stuff, you know.
Well, good thing you got her with you, huh? Is that your license?
Outdated ones. She's gonna find it real quick. Give me a second. I got
Okay. Do you have a Florida license?
it. No.
No. Where do you live?
While it's unclear how truthful Fields is being about the truck and his employment, he is telling the truth about being from Missouri. When Fields was added to the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list in May 2023, the FBI stated that the alleged trafficking crimes took place in Missouri. They also noted that he was last known to reside in Missouri with family there and in Kentucky and that he had traveled to Florida in the past. Considering this traffic stop took place in Florida, it's possible that once Fields learned of his addition to the most wanted list, he fled to Florida, a location he was already familiar with.
Date driver's license?
I got to know my driver's license up to date.
Okay.
This is my
but that's the one that you have.
Yeah.
Is it out of date?
I mean, we could call the old owner of the truck.
And the tag that's attached to this truck does not belong on this truck. And I'm going to go check the sticker as soon as I get another officer here because it doesn't look right to me.
I'm just driving. I don't know.
Okay.
This is
Can I get in trouble for that?
Absolutely.
Like what kind of trouble?
As you're the driver of the vehicle, you're responsible for it. It should be in legal status as you're driving it down the road. So if the tag attached isn't assigned and you can't provide me a tag for it, it's going to get towed.
Oh, come on.
I can't let you drive a vehicle on the road. You can't provide me insurance. You have no valid registration.
that.
The tag that's attached to it is not assigned to this vehicle.
Did
It's a
someone maybe-
non-licensed. It's not a licensed vehicle. You can't drive it on the road.
Maybe someone swap tags. I don't know. We can check it. It should be legal. But nothing else. Can I park it right at our work right here? My work's right there.
We'll talk about that.
Oh, here.
Okay.
You want-
All right.
What do you got in your wallet? Will you check that for me?
What do I got in my wallet?
No, you have your ID in your wallet. Your valid ID.
Yeah, no, that's the only one he has.
Okay. All right.
Just to look it up.
Okay, hang tight for me. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to look at that. Yeah, that's what I thought. That sticker. That's what I thought. That tag's not attached.
The officer now runs the expired license that Fields provided, which was a Missouri license under the name Walter Richard Long. A public obituary for Walter Richard Long shows a male who passed away in a senior home in March 2021, 1 year before Fields disappeared. Coincidentally, Long was also from Missouri. While there is no publicly documented connection between Fields and Long, it is possible that Fields has been using this identity as cover for the past few years. The female passenger with Fields was later identified as Jennifer Ann Fields, maiden name Jennifer Ann Isgriggs, indicating they are married. After running the expired license, the officer returns to check the vehicle identification number.
Go figure. Open your door.
Right here.
All right. So we're going to have to find it on the vehicle. I need a VIN.
Right there.
Okay. Thank you.
There could be, yes. I don't know. That could be, because I always got a gun, but I don't know if I brought it.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
I want to touch nothing, so I'm trying to tell you waggle. I didn't know.
Sorry, I asked you that earlier if you had any weapons in
I
the
didn't
vehicle.
know.
You told me
Like,
no, and now
no.
you said I could have a gun. I don't know.
Okay, but I-
Ma'am, you get back in.
Okay.
You get back in. We're gonna deal with you one at a time.
Okay, you're fine, you're fine, you're
You
fine.
want both of them back there? All right. Walk back here.
After securing both individuals, the officers checked them for weapons but found none. Another officer then arrived on the scene and used the Lady Lake Police Department's fingerprint rapid ID system to positively identify Fields. The response revealed his true identity, leading to the officers' realization that their suspect was far more significant than they had initially believed.
So, this guy's on the FBI most wanted list if this is him.
It's noted. The police report notes that immediately after Fields provided his fingerprint, he and Jennifer began acting as if they were saying goodbye to each other. They were then instructed to remain separated while officers completed their investigation. The description of Fields that the officers had mentioned a distinctive tribal tattoo. To further confirm that he was indeed the FBI most wanted fugitive they suspected, the officers asked him to reveal what was under his shirt.
And lift your shirt. Show this officer your back, please. There you go. That's good. Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry, what do you want me to do?
Come on.
Slide the arm out. Slide this arm out. Come on, bro. There you go.
I mean, put your arms behind your back.
What?
Put your hands behind your back.
All right. All right.
Stop.
I'm
pulling
moving. I'm
from
not
it,
pulling
okay?
nowhere.
Not.
Back the f*** up.
Stay back.
You
Stay
don't
back.
Get cuffs at me.
Stay back. Stay back.
I have had back
Cuffs on you,
surgery.
too.
I have had back surgery.
Good for you.
Shut up.
Stop yelling. Unless you want to go to jail too.
Shut up. Just
I'm
shut
sure
up.
Missouri would love
Shut
you
up.
for your warrant.
Shut
Are you going to calm down or do you want handcuffs?
She's fine.
You're calm? Good. Do you have someone you can call to come pick you up?
Fields was placed in the rear of a squad car and taken to the Lake County Jail without further incident. As Jennifer was being released from the scene, she asked to retrieve her personal belongings from the vehicle. She then informed officers that there was a gun located under the center console. Officers subsequently found a Taurus Millennium G2 pistol inside a holster, with a loaded magazine inside and an extra magazine attached to the holster. While the gun had no round in the chamber, it was within Fields' reach while he was operating the vehicle, meaning it was accessible throughout the entire traffic stop. Fields wasn't alone in his trafficking crimes. One of his associates was Theodore Ted John Sartori Sr., who provided Fields with cash, a car, a motorcycle, Christmas presents, and vacations from 2013 to 2016 in exchange for access to a young female victim, who was only 14 years old when the exploitation began. Sartori was arrested in 2022 and sentenced in November 2024 to 10 years in prison after pleading guilty to a felony charge of traveling with intent to engage in illicit sexual conduct. As part of his plea deal, Sartori agreed to pay more than $25,000 in restitution to his victim, who testified in court that his crimes had caused her lifelong trauma, hopeless relationships, flashbacks, PTSD, and low self-esteem. Fields has yet to be sentenced, but he faces a multitude of charges that could result in a sentence similar to or even longer than Sartori's. Based on federal sentencing guidelines, the potential penalties for his charges include 15 years to life for child trafficking, up to 15 years for statutory offenses, 10 years to life for child exploitation, and up to 20 years, life imprisonment, or even the death penalty for witness tampering. If convicted on all counts, Fields could face a severe sentence, possibly 30 years to life in prison, depending on factors such as plea deals, concurrent versus consecutive sentencing, and judicial discretion. Given the severity of his crimes, a life sentence would not be unusual. At 60 years old, a 30-year or life sentence would almost certainly mean he spends the rest of his life behind bars. At the time of Fields' arrest, the other 9 fugitives on the FBI's 10 most wanted list were wanted for crimes including drug trafficking, sex trafficking, child exploitation, murder, large-scale fraud,